Rudolph wrote in with a question. Will dragging some heavy ass weight make me faster? Apparently, Rudolph wants a crack at the 100. Right, what's the case for sled drags? Experts say 1. You're sprinting. That's specific strength training. Tick. 2. You're working against a resistance that you can incrementally increase, meaning you can progressively load it with a high degree of accuracy. Tick. 3. You're pulling something. That encourages you to lean forward, which puts you into the right biomechanical position to accelerate. Tick. All of this means that you can improve horizontal sprint velocity. Tick. AKA how hard you pound the ground to get to the line in a faster time. This should be the go-to resisted training method for sprinting. But here's the problem. They're not a game changer. And this perturbs me because all the logical evidence suggests that they should be. You see, times don't plummet from doing them. So I started thinking why. Now you can do sled with a variety of weights over a variety of distances. Here's a quick summary of suggested protocols. If you're doing something different and it works, put it in the comments section. Yeah, right. I'm going to share my secret sled session that makes me better than my competition with my competition. Here, Mr. Enemy Competitor, why don't you try this new way I found? In fact, while you're at it, here's the keys to my spike bag. And do you want my wife too? I see your point. Okay. Generally, to improve acceleration out the blocks, athletes use heavy loads up to 80% of body weight for short distances, 1 to 15 meters. To increase pickup acceleration, medium loads 10 to 50% of body weight over 20 to 40 meters. And to improve top speed, light loads 5 to 15% of body weight over 50 to 60 meters. And again, this all makes sense. Yep, works for me. Nah, it didn't work for me. Well, maybe it did. Snatch is static, like releasing from the blocks. Athletes are cooking with gas, training with 1.3 to 1.5 times body weight. Once you overcome that inertia, from 2 to 15 meters, training resistance goes down to 80% of body weight to recruit more fibers in a sprint-specific manner. Happy days. As you travel further down the track, the lower the resistance needs to be so you can express more and more of your speed. Logical. However, the literature and many top coaches recommend that to improve that 20 to 40 meter pickup acceleration, and definitely the 50 to 60 meter top speed, you don't go over 10% of body weight at all. That's right! The heavier that most athletes go, the worse their running style gets. Jenkins! Obviously after your post-season binge, 10% of your body weight probably is 20 kilos, but Christ's sake, man, try waddling less when you drag it, will you? Well, if the average athlete is 70 to 80 kilos, that's 7 to 8 kilos of sled weight. And here's the rub. It doesn't feel like anything. And it's certainly not enough to generate that driving forward 45-degree angle acceleration that everyone's saying. Bye-bye point number 3. To get the feeling like something's happening, you've got to go over 10%. And that changes the running mechanics. Not me, but point number 1's looking a bit green around the gills. But more than that, as you increase load, you increase the time on the floor. And I'm going to say, that's a problem. Yes, you're increasing the force, but you're increasing the time on the floor. And the fastest sprinters have the lowest touch time, not the greatest force production. This is what great force production looks like. You see, elite sprinting is neural, not muscular. Some sprinters have big muscles, but big muscles don't make you a sprinter. Sprinting is a timing issue, and adding heavy weight changes the timing. If you can feel feel it, then you're feeling your muscles working. And that's too slow. Sprinting is about reacting to the ground. You don't get faster by being longer on the ground. Look, don't get me wrong. You can do these protocols, and if they make you faster, hey, more power to you. And I'm pretty sure that on their own, they're not going to make you slower, but you might not see much change. And that'll be because their only real benefit to you is that you can incrementally load it. And progressive overload is the key to getting jacked, not getting faster. And consider this, a 10% increase in body weight isn't far off what an athlete might put on in an off-season from doing the weight training, increasing their volume of running, and having a few snacks. But that's muscle and glycogen gain, with some fat. These two are both beneficial for training. Muscle increases force output. Glycogen increases ability to handle workload. But no one would think that simply putting on 7 to 8 kilos of fat and then doing your winter sprint sessions is going to make you faster in the summer. No, Mum, don't worry about my diet over Christmas. I'm on 30 donuts a day. Resistance training. I'm going to run me a sub 9.5 next summer.
Oh, that's good, Billy.
That fat's just dead weight. Kind of like loading up a sled and dragging it.